Google Analytics is a web analytics service offered by Google that tracks and reports your website traffic. In this tutorial, we will learn how to install Google Analytics on your WordPress website and track your website traffic. Let's get started. In this video, we'll show you 3 different methods to install Google Analytics on WordPress. These are installing Google Analytics using a third-party code insertion plugin, installing Google Analytics using the official Google Sitekit plugin, and installing Google Analytics by inserting the tracking code directly into the theme header.php file. Many of you may already have a code insertion plugin installed on your WordPress site. These are also used to insert AdSense verification code, Facebook pixel, and other codes that need to be added to your site header. In that case, you can install Google Analytics without having the Sitekit plugin or without manually editing the theme header. Remember, you can use just one of these 3 methods to install Google Analytics on your site. Choose your favorite method by watching this video. With that being said, let's begin. So the first method that I want to show you is how you can install Google Analytics using a plugin. So go to analytics.google.com, and from here you have to set up your Google Analytics. If you already have Analytics set up for your account, you don't need to go through this step, but since this is an account that doesn't have the Analytics set up, I'm going to go through the entire process. So click on Start Measuring. And from here, the first thing that you have to do is select account name. So this doesn't have to be the name of your WordPress website. You can name it anything. You can put your name here as well. So I'm going to put something over here. And from here, you can choose the account data sharing. And then clicking on the next button. Now we have to create a property. So for the property name, I'm going to put my website name over here. All right, then I'm going to see the reported time zone. Of course, you have to choose which time zone you are in. Select your time zone, and then the currency, you can put US dollar or any currency you want. Okay, so there's another thing that you should know about, and that is the Universal Analytics property. So click on this Show Advanced Options, and you'll see an option to create a Universal Analytics property. Now, the Universal Analytics property is a part of the earlier version of Google Analytics. Currently, Google Analytics uses Google Analytics 4 instead of the Universal Analytics property. And in the future, the Universal Analytics property will be discontinued. So it's not recommended using Universal Analytics property, but if you want, you can use it. Just enable this button from here and put in your website URL. And from here, either you can choose create both Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics property, or you can choose create a Universal Analytics property only. Since the Universal Analytics property will be discontinued in the future, it's best to select the first option. If you keep this entire option disabled, by default, a Google Analytics 4 property will be created. Click on this next button to proceed to the next step. And then there's some optional information for you over here. Select your industry, whichever industry you're in: arts, entertainment, autos, books, literature. If you don't see your industry over here, just click on the others. And your business size, you can put in the number of employees in your company. Now, this is a list of services Google Analytics can provide you. So measure customer engagement, optimize site, analyze online sales. We don't have online sales, but if you have an e-commerce website, you can select this. I'm going to select these and then click on Create. So then you'll see the Google Analytics Terms of Services. So after reading all of this, just click on this checkbox and then click on the I accept button. So you can select these if you want to receive the emails from performance, suggestion and updates, feature announcement, feedbacks. If you want to be updated with these news, you can select these. And after that is done, you can take a tour where you can get familiar with the interface of analytics. I'm going to close this and quickly show you how you can manually install Google Analytics on your website. So click on Web, and from here you have to put in your website URL. So I'm going to put in my website URL, and then over here I'm going to put in my website's name, and then I'm going to click on Create Stream. Okay, so this is my stream details, the name of my website, the URL, the stream ID. So what I need is the tag instructions. So click on this View Tag Instructions button. And you can see that there are various ways you can install. But for this method, we need to select the Install Manually option. So click on this Install Manually tab, and so this is the G tag which we need to copy. You can select and copy it, or you can press on this button to copy the tag. And now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. From here, we're going to install a plugin called Insert Header and Footer. So go to Plugins and click on Add New. And from here, search for a plugin called Insert Header and Footer. This plugin's name has been changed to WP Code. Its previous name was Insert Headers and Footers. And once it's installed, click on this Activate button. And the plugin has been activated. Now let's go to Code Snippets and Header and Footer. So over here, we will paste in our G tag that we had copied. That's it. Click on Save Changes. And your Google Analytics will be installed. So after pasting in your G tag, it will not show the analytics or statistics on your WordPress dashboard. To look at the stats, you can simply visit analytics.google.com and choose your analytics account from the top left corner. Then select your analytics property from the Appeared dropdown. So this is the place where you can look at your analytics from over here. So that is how you can use a plugin to install Google Analytics to your WordPress website. Okay, so the second method of installing Google Analytics that I want to show you is by using Google Sitekit. Now, Sitekit is a plugin by Google that allows you to connect and use Google services on your WordPress website. So go to your WordPress dashboard. So from here, go to Plugins and click on Add New, and then search for Sitekit. And as you can see that Google Sitekit is over here. It has over 2 million active installations, and it's compatible with our current version of WordPress. So we're going to install this. Just click on the Install button and it will install. So Google Sitekit by Google actually helps you connect your WordPress website with Google Analytics, Search Console, AdSense, etc. So let's go ahead and activate the plugin. Alright, so our Google Sitekit has been installed. So from here you can just click on the Start Setup. You can also see that the Google Sitekit has been added to your WordPress dashboard. So I'm going to click on the Start Setup button. Now it's checking the compatibility. Alright, so I'm going to click on this Connect Google Analytics as a part of your setup, because that is what we are doing now. So we're going to sign in with Google. So click on this button and it will take you to another screen where you can choose a Google account with which you can connect your Sitekit. So choose an account. Of course, the account has to have the Sitekit access. So from here, Sitekit wants additional access to your Google account. So click on Continue. So in this step, you have to have Google verify your site ownership. So this procedure is going to add a token to your site's HTML code, and it's going to verify that you are the owner of this website. So click on this Verify button and it will verify. Alright, so the verification is complete. Now there's another thing. Here's the turn on metrics in your dashboard. Of course, you want to see all the statistics and the metrics in your dashboard, so we're going to click on allow. And the next is the setup search console. So we also want the search console, so click on setup. And finally, set up Google Analytics. We're going to click on next, and Google Analytics is connecting to our website. And that's it. Now please select the account information below. So you have to fill in a few information. You have to give a few information over here. So from here you can click on the account name or create a new analytics account. I'm choosing an existing analytics account. And you also need to set up a new property value. I don't have any property created for this site under this particular analytics account, so I will choose to set up a new property. This plugin itself will create a property for me, but if you want, here you can choose any previously created property for your site. And then again select that account. And then continue. Now this analytics service is being connected. Just wait for a few seconds. And that's it. As you can see that it says congrats on completing the setup for analytics. You'll see universal analytics data for now. So it's okay, you might not get the information right away. As you can see, it's gathering data. But if you check back after a few minutes or a few hours, you'll see that all the data is already here. So our Google Analytics has gathered the data. Now we can monitor live traffic to our website. So since this is a new website, we don't have any traffic, so you won't see any statistics, but I'll still show you how the interface looks. You can see there's 0 users over here, and this is a graph. As the visitors come to your website, you will see the graph change. It will give you the details of where your visitors are coming from, their location, their devices. You can also see the search traffic over the last 28 days, total impression, total clicks, unique visitors from search, and you can also create a monthly goal for your website, and you can track your goal through the Google Analytics. If you want deeper analysis, you can click on this Search Console button. It will take you to Google Search Console. You can study your analytics further from here. You can see total clicks, impression, average CTR, average position. You can see queries, pages, which countries your traffic is coming from, which devices people are using to connect to your website, your search appearance, dates, etc. So there's a lot of data over here. So basically that is how you can install Google Analytics through SiteKit, and it's so easy. Before going to the next method, I want to show you another thing. From Google SiteKit, if you go to settings, and these are all the services which are currently installed on your WordPress website, which is the Google Search Console and Google Analytics and Page Speed Insights. To connect more services, you can click on this Connect More Services tab, and you can actually connect or set up Google AdSense. You can connect Optimize. You can also connect Google Tag Manager from here. You just click on this button and go through the installation process, and you can install these services as well. So now let's see how you can install Google Analytics manually. Okay, so the other method that I want to show you is how you can install Google Analytics manually. So from here, go to analytics.google.com and just make sure that you're selecting the correct property from here, and then go to admin. And from here, if you remember correctly, we copied the G tag from data streams. So click here and select your website property. So this is it. Last time we actually accessed our code from a button over here that said view tag instructions. Since that is not here, we have to find the tag manually. So scroll down and you'll see that the view tag instruction is over here. So click on this button and you'll find this interface. Then click install manually and click on this button to copy this code. Then go back to your WordPress dashboard, and from here, hover your mouse over Appearance, and then click on Theme File Editor. Okay, so this opens up your theme file editor, and you have to find the header.php file. So you can see the file is over here that is called theme header, or the header.php file. We are using the Astra theme, and depending on which theme you're using, these files might change. So if you cannot find the header.php file, you have to contact your theme developers and get support or help from them. Okay, so once you find the header.php file, click on this and it will open up the header. From here you have to find the head tag. So this is the head tag over here, you can see it. Just right when the head tag ends, I'm going to press enter on keyboard and paste my code over here. That's it. Then I'll click on update file and my Google tag has been added. And that is how you can manually install Google Analytics on your WordPress website. So I've shown you 3 methods. You can use any method you want. It's up to you. So I wanted to show you guys another thing. You can see that we have some visitors now. We have 6 visitors over here. And from this graph over here, you can see that 4 of the users are from direct results and 2 are from organic searches. You can view other details over here, but I wanted to show you guys how you can view your statistics from the analytics homepage. So go to analytics.google.com, and here we are. We can see that all the data over here, there's 8 users, 14 sessions. You can see the bounce rate, the session duration. You can also see more statistics over here. But all these data are from Universal Analytics. Since the Universal Analytics will be discontinued in the future, you can see in this notification here, it says Universal Analytics will no longer process new data in standard properties beginning July 1st, 2023. Prepare now by setting up and switching over to Google Analytics 4 property. So we already have Google Analytics 4 property. To select Google Analytics 4, simply click over here. When you create Google Analytics 4 property, give that a hint in the property name. We added GA4 to our Google Analytics 4 property name so that we can easily identify it. Okay, so this is the GA4 property. From here you can see the number of users, average engagement time, total revenue, and you can also see the users in last 30 minutes. So there are more details. If you want to look at more details, click on this reports over here. And from here you can see more analytics details. From here you can see the direct search results, the organics. We don't have any organic search results. From here you can see the demographics of your website. You can see from which location your traffic is coming from. From here you can see your user activity by cohort based on device data only. You can also view your real-time traffic. You can click view real-time traffic from here, or you can click on the real-time option from here. So I'm going to click on view real-time, and it's going to show you that the traffic is coming from this location and the last users in 1 minute. So I want to show you if this is working. All right, so I'm going to open up a new incognito tab and visit my website. Okay, I've visited my website. Now let's observe the live traffic. There you go. Now you can see that it has already picked up 1 user, which is me. So the real-time data is working perfectly. So that is how you can go to the analytics.google.com, and from this dashboard you can view your analytics and reports. So you can either click over here, Home, which gives you a basic overview or reports snapshot from here, and then you can also click on Reports to view more details. For example, from here, Acquisition, you can click on Acquisition, and you can see your acquisition overview, user acquisition, traffic acquisition. Just click on one of these tabs to view more details. So you can see your user acquisition overview. You can also see your engagement, your monetization, your retention. You can also view your demographics. For example, if I click on demographics overview, I can look at my website's demographics. So it shows us the location from where our traffic is coming from. There it is. You can see that 3 of the demographics is coming from Bangladesh, 2 from Turkey. It shows you much more in-depth details. So that is how you can use Google Analytics to view your website analytics and reports. So I hope you were successful in installing Google Analytics on your WordPress website. If you found this video helpful, then give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It will encourage us to make more helpful videos like this one. Thank you for watching this video. Till next time, take care. See ya.